Okay. Down to business. I got my wild cherry diet Pepsi, and I got my blackjack gum here, and I got that feeling. Yeah, that familiar feeling that something rank is going down out there.
Nothing to lose. You can tell a lot about him. All right, welcome to the 5th edition of the Oklahoma Lefty podcast. I am your host, Dave Brown. It is, as I'm recording this, Saturday morning, January 21st, the day after Inauguration Day, and as much as it pains me to do this, I can't not talk about the inauguration and our new president, Donald Trump. Oh, sweet Jesus. But before we get in there, the show opened up with Adam Darowski from his Yay album with Thanks Obama. And then we had Two Cow Garage from last year's brilliant brand new flag with History Now. So last week on the show, I decided to pick a theme and kind of talk about that through the whole episode. And I think it kind of worked. I would love to get some feedback, so if you guys have any comments, questions, or anything, you can email me, oklahomalefty@gmail.com, or you can tweet me at oklahomalefty. So if you like this, great. If not, then cool, tell me. But it would be nice to know if anyone's getting anything out of this. But don't worry, we're not going to talk, we are going to talk about politics today, but it's not going to overwhelm the music. So still, we've got lots of great stuff coming up. And in fact, throughout the show, we're going to play some Hudson Falcons. They're coming to Oklahoma here in a few weeks. I can't wait. We're going to have some stuff from Latterman, classic from them, something from a band, talk show host, and Mark Linden, the Unloved, among other things. So yeah, it's gonna be a good show. I think I picked out some good songs, and hopefully you like it. Yesterday in Washington D.C., we inaugurated the 45th president of the United States, Donald Trump. I really have to pause every time I say that. So I was busy at work yesterday, and so I didn't get a chance to watch any of the festivities going on, but I did listen to his speech this morning, and it was this very bizarre combination of confrontation and then an attempt at unity. It was such a confrontational tone that it kind of took me aback a little bit. And I know this is Trump being Trump, and he's done these things throughout the entire campaign, and he's a blowhard and whatnot. But, it's really hard to explain. He was just so forceful, and I know this, for some people, this gets them off, man. It gives them hard-ons, gets them wet, whatever. They think this is awesome. I just look at it like, I don't know. I really don't. I want to give this man the benefit of the doubt. I didn't vote for him. I don't think he is the monster that a lot of people think he is. I don't think he's particularly a good person. But it's just because you're not a great person doesn't mean you're the devil, kind of thing. He lives in a bubble of rich white people. Not even white. He lives in a bubble of the rich, and that is a bubble that is insulated. And even though he might surround himself with people who give their strong opinions and don't agree with him on everything, which is fantastic, people should be surrounded by people like that instead of yes men and sycophants. It's still, he talks his talk about the average American and making sure to make the country a better place, but a lot of his policies don't seem to want to take us in that direction, and that's bothersome. And also things like, they took down the LGBT portion of the whitehouse.gov website. They took down sections on civil rights. And now to play the devil's advocate, to be fair, maybe it's just, hey, this is our version of the website. We're just starting over. We'll have all this stuff on here later. This is because right now, at least as of yesterday, you go to whitehouse.gov and it's pretty, there's stuff on it, but it's not a ton of stuff. And again, it could have changed by the time I'm recording this and you're listening to it. So who knows? It makes me sad that we've come to this point, because essentially here's a guy who became president because he was the loudest, and he was known because he was on TV, and yeah, and no. But the thing is, though, he tapped into something, because a lot of times the best way to manipulate people is with the truth. And in his inaugural address, he talked about how it's for far too long there's just been a small group of people who have profited from what's happened in Washington, D.C., and he's not wrong. He's not wrong that the average people have gotten shafted. He's not wrong that there are parts of this country that are racked with violence. He's not wrong that our schools have issues. But his ideas, the ideas that are being floated by folks like the Heritage Foundation, I don't think are going to fix the problem. Not that I have all the answers, mind you, but that's just me. A little later on, we're going to talk about the protesters, because there's been a lot of talk about protesters, and I saw a really interesting video this morning on Facebook about that, and so I figured we'd talk about it. And yes, I use Facebook. I'm old. Shut up. But hey, let's get back to some music before I continue ranting on. Right now we've got, oh my god, I'm going to butcher this band's name. And I even looked up how to pronounce it. Okay, so I'm not even going to try it because I can't wrap my head around it right now, but it's this band of Jeff Rosenstock and Chris Farron. They've released a few albums. It's a great little project. This is from their most recent record, Leavin, Loca, and it's called Losing My Mind, here in the Oklahoma Lefty podcast.
I've been living with a migraine, apologizing for my mistakes 10 times a day. It doesn't feel great. Try hard, like you're working through a graveyard. You've been giving me your everything, and I'm afraid I don't know what to take. And it never seems to matter, 'cause I never really care. I've been losing my mind, while I just sit on the bed and stare. Somehow I never wear myself out. I'm always gonna stay the same. Oh well. Never seems to matter, 'cause you never really care. I've been losing my mind, while you just sit on the bed and stare. Are you letting me go? Are you letting me go? 'Cause baby, if you want me, come on and let me. Baby, if you want me, come on and let me know. Never seems to matter, 'cause you never really care. I've been losing my mind, while you just sit on the bed and stare. Are you letting me go? Are you letting me go? 'Cause baby, if you want me, come on and let me. Baby, if you want me, come on and let me know. I gotta know. Baby, if you want me, come on and let me. Baby, if you want me, come on and let me know. Just let me know. Just let me know. Just let me know. Just let me know. We're walking bravely through a land that isn't real. Another battle. The way we think, the way we feel. We got a question. Might not be close to being true. Try to remember. Love is always new. Back when we started,
getting clear that we forgot and then departed, when we're still in a state of shock that we aren't human. We're living life just like machines, merely efficient, forgetting all our dreams. The only way to break the spell is close our eyes and ask ourselves, who am I am consciousness. Who do I belong to? I belong to God. It lasts a second. It's an incursion into light, so we remember to not go down without a fight. Build a new memory based on the truth of what we are, the realization. The path of liberation will be hard, but oh so worth it. It's not a secret, I believe. The soul of heroes who came before us fought to leave their destination. It was the place we all began, and now they offer us a helping hand. So I take their help and I help myself. The truth as far as I can tell is, who am I am consciousness. Who do I belong to? I belong to God. Who am I am consciousness. Who do I belong to? I belong to God.
In elementary school, back when we held hands in high school, and I kissed you on the cheek, and we listened to Rock a Line Trio, almost headphones tucked into your sleeve. In my room with your t-shirt buttoned up and my heart gone over the moon. Yours had God's red locomotive, every sound's got us after death. Yeah, we were all smiles on the stroll back to Willow Glen. Kissed away the creases that crept onto my face. Well, I keep getting older, but the suburbs never change. years ago, crushing acorns in Willow Glen, across from books in elementary school. Back when we held hands in high school, and I kissed you on the cheek, and we listened to Loca trio on those headphones tucked in through your sleeve. Kiss away the creases that crept onto my face. Well, I keep getting older, but the suburbs never change. Mama Marie, you told me that everything would get better. Mama Marie, I was a fool to believe that I would ever get back then. Mama Marie, you told me that everything would get better. Mama Marie, I was a fool to believe that I would ever get back. Work it out. I heard your revolution song playing on the radio. I heard it fall on deaf ears, silenced by the drums of war. Why do you try to scream in the crowd when no one wants to hear? Why don't you go and wave the white flag, because no one seems to care? What the hell are we doing this for? We keep singing while the innocent die. What difference do we really make? We keep singing but we can't stop the crime, and it seems so sad and unfair to say it. Yeah, I miss you. No longer vital, no longer relevant today. We're so suicidal. All we're doing is making enemies. And you say that we'll settle the score. We keep singing while the innocent die. What difference do we really make? We keep singing but we can't stop the crime, and it seems so sad and unfair to say it. We keep singing while the innocent die. What difference do we really make? We keep singing but we can't stop the crime, and it seems so sad and unfair to say it. Yeah, I miss you. What the hell are we doing this for? We keep singing while the innocent die. What difference do we really make? We keep singing but we can't stop the crime, and it seems so sad and unfair to say it. We keep singing while the innocent die. What difference do we really make? We keep singing but we can't stop the crime, and it seems so sad and unfair to say it. I miss you. Yeah, I miss you. Yeah, I miss you, baby.
That was Mark Lind and the Unloved from their album The Truth Can Be Brutal with Your Revolution song. Before that, we heard Get Married from the 4 Songs EP with Marie. And before that, from his latest album, Freedom, Love, and the Recuperation of the Human Mind, Ben Lee with 2 Questions. Mr. Lee actually just released a video for this song. It's really a heart-wrenching little video. It's a bunch of clips of him performing at Children's Hospital in Australia, and it's pretty brutal, man. It's pretty get you in the feels, really does. Just for any of you who watched Glee, there was an episode where Coach Sylvester was really down in the dumps, and the Glee teacher Will Schuster took her to sing at a children's hospital or at a cancer ward in a hospital for children, and Yeah, I'm sorry. If you don't get a little choked up during that, hey, your heart is way too hard and cold. I, on the other hand, cry like a baby at damn near everything. So I've got the waterworks happening as that is going on. I guess let's talk about the protesters. So during the inauguration, there were a bunch of protesters, and some of it turned into rioting. And there's been a lot of protesting since Donald Trump won the election. And a lot of it has been great, just peaceful protesting, people speaking their minds. And some of it's been pretty stupid, saying awful things. Really kind of crossing the line. And a lot of the narrative online has been, from conservatives, has been that when Obama won office, we, i.e. the conservatives, didn't protest, didn't do this kind of thing. Well, it's not really accurate. There was a video I found on Facebook today. Again, yes, I use Facebook. Shut up. By a group called, I want to say it was Mick. One moment, I will look at this silly thing on the Lefty. Pull up my Facebook page here as I record this. I should have been a little more prepared. But anyway, they showed some side-by-side comparisons of protests that happened in 2008 and 2012 when Barack Obama won election and then re-election, and then comparing that to things that are happening now. And there were awful signs that were made, so many, and there's stickers. I live in Oklahoma, as you can tell by the name of the show. Oklahoma is a very conservative place. Probably the most conservative place in the United States of America. And people here hated Barack Obama for a lot of reasons. Some people, I'm sure it had to do with some racism, some unconscious racism. Some was very conscious racism. And a lot of people just didn't like his policies. They don't like policies of any liberals, to be honest. So lots of awful things, lots of terrible bumper stickers. But in a lot of these protests, there were, they had like mannequins or dolls made up of Barack Obama that were lit on fire. There were, things about, hey, Kenya has missing an idiot. There's the whole birther thing, and just goes on and on. And so it compared this to the protests of 2016 and showed that, really they're not that awful different. And it looks like the folks that put out this video are called Mick. Now, to be fair, Mick Media, I'm sure they are a... Let's go over and take a look at their Facebook page, shall we? So you can find these fools at facebook.com/Mick, M-I-C Media. And, this is very much a left-wing organization. So you take that with an absolute grain of salt. One thing you always have to do whenever you're looking stuff, especially on Facebook, sweet mother of God, so much of this stuff on Facebook that people push off as, truth and facts and actual journalism, it isn't. But that doesn't mean that some of these groups don't do some good work and find good information. It's true. But you always want to look at the source, see where's this coming from? What's possibly their angle. And so this video and this group is obviously left-leaning. And the point of it is to show that, conservatives were awful to Barack Obama. And it's true, because there has been this huge narrative of conservatives didn't protest, which is simply not true. It's not accurate. But there were protesters yesterday that turned violent. They started, according to reports, destroying property. And that's not the answer, man. It's... What was it? The Dead Kennedys had a song where they talked about, destroying private property, and is it violence or self-defense? And to me, it is destroying private property is not an answer. Violence is never an answer. But if you are protesting, breaking the windows of some poor schlub's store, and then setting the thing on fire, it's like, okay, maybe if you went up to a military base, if you're protesting military action, and you threw a Molotov cocktail or a pipe bomb at a military base, you know, you'd at least be attacking the problem and what you see as the problem, and not some, you know, schmuck who's just trying to get through their daily life. And that is awful. That is, just don't. If you are mad about Donald Trump becoming president, if you are scared about the future of this country, if you are scared that people of you know, disenfranchised and neglected groups are going to see rights that they have fought for and have gained in the especially last 8 years for the LGBT community, if you are worried that those are going to be taken away, I completely understand. I have a lot of those same fears. Going out and trashing someone's place of business or someone's home, even if it is someone who you completely disagree with, is not the answer. Really, before you do anything, be it really anything, honestly, but be it a violent protest, hateful sign, saying something crazy online, really think to yourself, would I want someone doing this to me? And if the answer is no, then don't do it. It's that simple, man. It really is. It is. If you don't want something done to you, don't do it to someone else. That is a variation of the golden rule, do unto others. That's actually the kind of the way Confucianism sees it, is do not do to other people what you don't want done to you. It's really a simple concept and something that apparently is really hard for people to understand. And that just goes into this whole thing of we greatly lack compassion in this world. But that's a whole other thing. So let's go ahead and get back to the music. Yeah, my brain just stopped working. So up next we're going to have Arms Aloft from their excellent album, What a Time to Barely Be Alive. You can get this over on the excellent Red Scare Industries record label, and this is We Have Nothing to Lose But Our Chains on the Oklahoma Lefty podcast.
Another 40 hours wagered on another planned week. We know the sleight of hand, so why do we still expect blind luck or the pickpockets touch to heal? But every game one leaves somebody who's beaten. They don't understand the rules, made it where they've been cheated, made freshly determined. There's some things you can't just steal. When what goes around, let's run a crowd. We'll warm our bones by the side by what's left to the wreckage. Feast our cores and heels in the fallow fields where the rivers flow before they try to. Nothing to lose but the chains that have tied us down. Things just keep getting harder no matter what we do. We can all use a little family to help get us through. Try to hang tough till the better times come around. Don't let the bastards bring you down. They fell deeper and deeper in debt. Now they live in their car, rest there on the interstate. Guys at work, they're trying to give them food, deep radiated for when they got no heat. Please pray for them tonight. Things just keep getting harder no matter what we do. We can all use a little faith to help get us through. Try to hang tough till the better times come around. Bring it down. And we try to hang tough till the better times come around. Don't let the bastards bring it down. You gather what's torn down, and I'll set it on fire. We got smoke in our lungs now, but we're feeling higher. Enough time in a strange place starts feeling like home. You've been waiting on a phone call that'll never come. Caught in the upside, sorrow, walking a thin line down to the road, with everything passing you by, and paralyzed, staring at the clouds. Been having the same dream, been looking for signs. It's the tape on the window, don't have the light. Right songs on the hardwood floor, surrounded by eyes. Think I look like a dead man, but I feel alright. Caught in the upside, sorrow, walking a thin line down dirt road, with everything passing you by, and paralyzed, staring at the clouds. Caught in the upside, sorrow, walking a thin line down dirt road, with everything passing you by, paralyzed, staring at the clouds. And I can't fall asleep. So many demons inside of me. I hope they die. this shot of whiskey, and I'm going out tonight. Fuck not drinking for a month, the week's enough, and I'm a fucking champion. Oh! And I'm drinking for myself and for those who I'm but can, and to get straight to talk to the pretty bartender. And I wanna keep living fast. Oh, I wanna die fucking all. And I think I want a dog. I'm thinking I'm lucky. Now it's Friday. Cheap beer, and good friends. The sun is out, it's cold as fuck. Oh, you gotta love the earth for all it's given us. Oh, the earth, what you giving us? The higher trends, so smelling trains. The best fucking bars, you know my friends. Somebody calls at 5 a.m. and let's not forget, let's forget. Losing track of all my gear. Well, it's fucked it and put my beer. The goods is lost, it's just my fear. Daddy can't weed out my pills. Those to help me sleep. So many demons inside of me, I hope they die. Let me have a normal Friday. Cheap beers and good friends. The sun is out, it's hot as fuck. Oh, you gotta love the earth for all. New
Damn, I love that song. That's new stuff from the band No Thank You. They've got a record coming out on February 24th on Lamo Records called Jump Ship. The song is Juicy J. That's some good stuff, man. That hits me in my sweet spot. That whole early 90s kind of fuzzy vibe, indie rock meets punk thing. Love that shit, man. That is good shit right there. Check this band out. Head over to Lamo Records and pre-order that mess, because it is awesome. All right, before that we had, I've actually forgotten, where's my list? Oh yeah, before that we had Ode by Make War from Developing a Theory of Integrity, another great band on Red Scare Industries. Fucking awesome label. Dude, if you're not getting records from Red Scare Industries, what's wrong with you? You need to just go do it. I mean, this is the record label that brought us Masked Intruder, The Copyrights, Teenage Bottle Rocket, The Falcon, Do I Need to Continue? It's awesome. Go do it. Before that, we had Oklahoma City's own Don't Make Ghosts, my good friends, from their phenomenal debut EP, Death Ride with Upside of Sorrow. There's a great music video for this. You should check it out. It's all over the interwebs. They will be opening up on February 4th at the High-Low for the band who was before them, the Hudson Falcons. This is going to be a kick-ass show. I cannot wait. Anytime the Hudson Falcons come to town, it's must. You must see it. It's must-see stuff. This song was from their Dancing Underneath the Moonlight record, Don't Let the Bastards Bring You Down. Fitting. Very fitting for today's theme. We've got one more set, and then we'll have one last song to take us out. So we're getting there. I almost don't even know what else to say about this whole situation with the inauguration, with Trump as our president. Here's the thing. I am an equal opportunity critic, and that's something. When I originally started the Oklahoma Lefty blog, it was a political thing, and as you can kind of tell by the name, yes, I am a liberal in the classic sense of the term, and in fact, so just to get this out of the way, and my friend Rick Robinson, who is the co-host of the show Finding Common Ground, which kind of was the show that started this whole Spark Radio Network, which are the folks who were kind enough to host the Oklahoma Lefty podcast. He and I started this whole thing doing a show about politics, and this is something I've explained many, many times. So to truly understand the American political spectrum, you can't think of it as a line with left and right on one side or another. You have to think of it as a graph, as like a T-graph. So you have an x-axis and a y-axis, one that's horizontal, one that's vertical, and they meet in the middle, making a plus sign, basically. On the horizontal axis, you've got, on the left side, you've got liberals. On the right side, you have conservatives. On the vertical axis, on the top, you have libertarians, and on the bottom, you have authoritarians and totalitarians. And this is the breakdown. Conservatives believe the government should be able to tell you what to do with your morals, but not your money. Liberals
believe the government should be able to tell you what to do with your money, but not your morals. Authoritarians and totalitarians believe the government should be able to tell you what to do with your morals, your money, everything. And libertarians believe the government shouldn't be able to tell you what to do with shit. I live in the liberal libertarian quadrant. Essentially, I think for the most part, government should stay out of people's way, but it needs to offer protections, a safety net, to prevent people from getting screwed over by those in power. Other notable people that live in this kind of quadrant are folks like Nelson Mandela, Mahatma Gandhi, the Dalai Lama. So that's kind of where I'm coming from. So that's kind of my point of view, all that, yada, yada, yada. Anywho, whether you voted for Donald Trump or not, for the moment at least, I think that people need to chill out and see what happens. Give the man a chance, if nothing else, to screw himself over with his bad decisions. The man has been known to say utterly stupid things. Just all you have to do is look at his Twitter feed. But, we don't know what's going to happen. So, yes, he's hired morons. Yes, he is a scary agenda. in my humble opinion. But I'm going to give him some time, see what happens. I mean, that's what a lot of folks on the left asked people the right to do with Barack Obama. And sadly, some of those same people are now, saying never my, not my president. And again, I understand the anger, and I understand that this guy is an anomaly in this whole situation, but maybe people just need to all chill the fuck out. I mean, seriously, across the board, chill the fuck out. And again, think about it. Do you want someone doing that to you? The answer is no. Don't be a dick. Don't do it. Hashtag don't be an asshole. That's my mantra. Let's go into this next set. First up, we've got the band Smoke or Fire from Richmond, Virginia, from their album The Speakeasy. This is Monsters Among Us on the Oklahoma Lefty Podcast.
I'm searching for the words, I'm looking for a way to renew my faith in humanity. Are people born bad, are people born good, are passive and controlled way too easily? Something must have happened along the way to cause this selfishness in hate. There's greed and need for things everywhere I look. Take. You can't close your eyes and live in this dream that you've made. Promise you one night you'll wake up screaming to the realization all of this is fake. Promise you for some this night will never end, will never end. I'm trying to find a way to understand how people justify how much they take. White collar crime, but well-dressed thieves every day in the casinos on Wall Street. Second from the petty list, they die of thirst while your cup overfills. It's good and needs to control everywhere I look. It's take. You can't close your eyes and live in this dream that you made. Promise you one night you'll wake up screaming to the realization all of this is fake. Promise you for some this night will never end. 'Cause there are monsters among us, and there are some you can't see. They're disguised in the suits, not shoes and ties, and they take vengeance on ethics and honesty. Can somebody tell me who's left the trust in this world? A golden pass for the upper class, a place on the bus for the rest of us. So oh. They're disguised in the suits, not shoes and ties, and they take vengeance on ethics and honesty. Somebody tell me who's left the trust in this world? A golden pass for the upper class, a place on the bus for the rest of us. Oh, there are monsters among us, and there are some you can't see. They're disguised in the suits, not shoes and ties, and they take vengeance on ethics and honesty. Somebody tell me who's left the trust in this world? A golden pass for the upper class, a place on the bus for the rest of us. So oh.
walk away.
The answer is
So since we're talking about Washington, D.C. and politics and that kind of crap today, I figured you had to play some Fugazi. This was from their In on the Kill Taker record, which came out in 93 with Public Witness Program. Before that, we had Talk Show Host from their Perfectly Competent EP with Library. I love libraries. And before that, we had the great Latterman from Turn Up the Punk Will Be Singing with There's No Way Punk Was Meant to Be Done, Ya Clown Doctor. Man, love that. We're pretty much done for the day. I have to say I am sorry if you've made it this far that I talked about politics. I just felt like I had to. It's a pretty crazy, fucked up time we live in, and I just had to be done. Next week, we'll talk about something else, like, maybe depression or mortality. Actually, mortality is something I've really been wanting to talk about. And depression is something that will, probably also come up because, a lot of people deal with that, and something I've dealt with a lot, still do. So that's something we're going to talk about in future episodes. So that's going to do it for this edition of the Oklahoma Lefty podcast. You can hear the Oklahoma Lefty podcast each and every week at oklahomalefty.com. You can also find us over on Spreaker. Follow us on Twitter at Oklahoma Lefty. We have a page you can like on the Facebook, facebook.com/Oklahoma Lefty blog, or you can send me a friend request on the Facebook if you so choose. Yes, I use Facebook. Shut up. Facebook.com/Oklahoma Lefty. You can also follow me on Instagram, which I don't use all that often, but it's Instagram.com/Oklahoma Lefty. And, before I forget, everything you hear on this program, I've gotten express written permission from either the artist representative, or the record label. So, please don't sue me. I'm poor enough already. That's going to do it for the Oklahoma Lefty podcast this week. The world's fucked up. Keep this in mind, guys. What we really need more than anything else is kindness and compassion. So, as the great Jerry Springer used to always say, take care of yourselves and each other. And we're going to head out today with a classic from the Swingin' Utters. It's fitting, from the More Scared collection. This is Politician. Take care, guys.
Push the button, Frank.